Welcome to In the Spotlight with Ellery, show number 9 of what's been a good run so far. Joining me today is Naomi Webborn and Sophie from Dawson's, and I first met them a couple of years ago when I joined with Swansea City Disabled Supporters Association, DSA, and since then both Sophie and Naomi are in partnership with the DSA. They're one of our main sponsors, but the reason why they're here today is they're doing a fundraising walk or run, or whichever you want to call it, up to Snowdon on the 23rd of September in aid of motor neuron disease. So if I start with you, Naomi, I'll bring Kate in a minute. Why was the charity first chosen to fundraise for?
So generally at Dawson's we'll choose we do an annual fundraiser, so a big fundraiser. Obviously we support throughout the year, but one big fundraiser, and we get everyone to sign up. So we decided we were climbing Snowdon, and I'm definitely not running, by the way. I'll be lucky if I can walk it. So we decided we were going to climb Snowdon, so we got a team of people, and then all of those people, we all put in our chosen charity, and then Chris Hope picked the name out of a hat, basically. So every charity that was put in was a charity that was close to one of our hearts.
Yeah.
So the charity that was picked, obviously motor neuron, is one of our team members, Matt. It was his grandfather that suffered, so it's very close to his heart.
And I know motor neuron is really bad if it affects someone in a bad way. So how many of you are doing the charity fundraiser altogether?
There is 17 of us all together.
Wow.
So Sophie, being the avid climber that she is, she's kind of taken it under her wing and organised it, especially in your first year within Dawson's in the marketing role that you're in. Sophie's kind of taken it up and has been very much the organiser. I swoop in every now and again and try and take control. It
wouldn't be anything other without you there, would it?
That's what I like to think.
So bringing Sophie in then, why did you get involved in it in the first place?
I have a passion and a love for North Wales, and then knowing these guys have always raised money for certain charities throughout the year, it was a great opportunity to set a personal goal and achievement, and bring in a lot of the team as well.
Okay. So you were saying to me when we were off air that you set yourself a target initially.
Yeah.
When you started thinking about the charity you wanted to raise money for, what's the target?
So the target that we've set on Just Giving is 1,500. This morning we were like 97% there, but ultimately, we would really love to raise that 3,000. So we'd like to double our target. No pressure. Definitely.
So what are you looking to do if this becomes a success? Are you looking to support another charity in the future to do a similar thing?
Yeah, so like I said, annually, pre-COVID, we would always do something, especially since I started my role about 8 or 9 years ago. We have abseiled down a rock in Oxford for the Wales Air Ambulance. We climbed Pen y Fan for the neonatal unit in Singleton. We have jumped out. I thankfully had just had a baby, so I didn't jump out of a plane. But Dawson's have jumped out of a plane for T Haven.
Good charity.
Yeah, we've done, quite a few of us have done running for Maggie's.
Another good charity.
Yeah, we did a walk last year for a women's hospice alongside another company that we work with. So we do something every year. So next year will be no different whatsoever. We will do another large fundraiser with the goal of raising a couple of thousand. But we do stuff every week of the year, as you well know.
I'm assuming that the charity will be picked in a similar way to this one.
Exactly.
So everything is fair.
We always give the group the opportunity to put in their chosen charity, and then one of our partners will pick out then, so it's fair, it's personal to one of the participants taking part in the challenge.
Okay, is there anything you want to particularly talk about in relation to any of community work that Dawson's are doing that you want to maybe publicise?
Yeah, I think, to be fair to the team at Dawson's, it is a team very much so, and we do a lot aside of all things property, which is our day job. We do a lot within the community and charity, but I think a lot of people don't realise, especially within the schools, within the community, within the DSA, we do so much more. At the moment we are undertaking a massive campaign called Markers for Mindfulness, which is basically, it's quite hard to get your head around, but once you get your head around it, it makes sense. There was a young chap called Daniel in Oxford who lost his friend to suicide only at the age of 14, and there was no funding for him to have any kind of support, any wellness support or anything. So he fundraised to get some first aid mental health support, and from that it's kind of grown, and the campaign and the charity Markers for Mindfulness has been set up, and that was in Oxford. Daniel has literally just started Oxford University at the age of 18, a bright young man, and so we have brought Markers for Mindfulness to Swansea. We've selected a school in Swansea that needs our help. We've done 2 drop-offs of school bags and some stationery that some children you wouldn't even think wouldn't have a school bag to start school, and that's kind of sad.
And the saying that comes to mind, especially with the Swansea City Disabled Supporters Association, we always say any donations people can give, greatly received, and I think as the saying goes, charity begins at home, isn't it? And with people like yourself and us working together, I'm sure that we can raise awareness even more.
Yeah, that would be amazing, because it's not, whilst we do the one-off fundraisers and the charity events, this will be an ongoing campaign that Dawson's will continue, and hopefully the more we can raise awareness, the more other agents or local businesses that will get involved and spread the word even further. So the schools in Swansea get that support, because I definitely think that we need it.
So I'm not expecting you to remember it, but could you tell people, if you can remember it, where they can go to sponsor the
for Snowdon, the climb. Basically it's on, we've got a Just Giving page, but it's all across all of our social media, on our website.
So that's Dawson Properties?
Yeah, dawsonsproperty.co.uk.
So our Just Giving page is /Dawson's Property, and that should find us then. On
the end of what you've just given out?
Just Giving, yeah.
Okay, so if people want to go there and dig deep for the fundraiser that's happening in a couple of weeks' time, a week actually.
A week Saturday.
We'd be very much appreciative, and anything that Swan TV and myself can do in the future. I know I've already asked you to come back on and talk about something else, so I'll be seeing you again, but anything that we can do in the future, please feel free and reach out to us.
Thank you. We really appreciate it.
Well, thank you for joining me today, and good luck for your endeavours in the future, and I look forward to seeing you soon.
Thanks, Lee.
Thanks everyone for watching today. There'll be another episode of In the Spotlight with Lee Ellery very soon.